lot of you, ladies and gentlemen, seem to think that if you're not very good at housework, it encourages rats. Well, I've never had rats, and I don't have insects in my house, except for the odd spider. So I thought I'd do, you know, when I was at Brockwell Hospital, I did I went on lots of pest control courses. We had to. It was they were all sending us on pest control courses and fire courses. You know, how to keep your home safe from fire. And rats, yes. Rats will not bother breaking into your house unless you're leaving food out for them. Now, they showed us a video at Brockwell, and it was about a pie factory, and the lids kept going missing off the pies, and the owner had called the police in thinking it was one of the workers that was pinching the lids, and the police told them to call out pest control, and sure enough, it was rats. It was rats. Rats will do anything for pastry, pies, cakes and biscuits. They love anything like that, rats. So if you are, I'm going to say a lady, but I suppose men bake cakes as well, I shouldn't be sexist. If you like baking cakes, you must invest in proper Tupperware or metal tins or whatever to keep your cakes in an airtight container. And if you leave them out on the side overnight, covered in a flimsy tea towel, you know, like some of you do, rats can get under a tea towel. Tea towel won't deter rats. You must buy proper containers to keep your baking in. You know, I've heard housewives going mad saying the husbands and kids have eaten the cake in the middle of the night. They haven't even sliced it with a knife, they've just used their hands and took big chunks out of it. No, it isn't your husband and kids, it's rats. It's rats getting in to eat the cakes. You must keep them in airtight containers. And you know, those of you who like takeaways, you buy a pizza and then you go to bed and you just leave the pizza carton on the floor with a half-eaten pizza in. Again, it's pastry. Rats love it. They will come in for pastry. Now, you know, they will gnaw holes in your skirting boards and everything, so if you have a problem with rats, check your skirting boards, and if there's any holes, board them up. But if you keep leaving food out for them, they'll just bore another hole. You know, they're very canny rats at getting in and getting food. So it's, you know, you must be careful about the food you leave out, especially overnight when you go to bed. You must keep everything in an airtight container. If you finish your pizza and you think you might want some more in the morning, put it in a plate and put it in the fridge. Don't just leave it out on the floor. Okay, thank you. Insects, yes. Now, I don't know if you know how insect communities work, but ants, cockroaches, they have a queen, and the queen makes a nest and she produces all the eggs, and the other insects in the community go out finding food, and they bring back food for the queen and the larvae that's been produced in the nest. Now, the queens actually fly. Queen ants fly and queen cockroaches fly, and at this time of year, coming winter, they're looking for somewhere warm to nest for the winter. And if they can get into a house and find a comfy nest somewhere in some cupboard that's got loads of rubbish in, you know, like some of you people do, when somebody knocks on the door, you scrape all your rubbish up and throw it in a cupboard hole where it can't be seen. You know, if they can find somewhere warm to nest for the winter, they will do. Now, when I was in Greece, one thing the Greek people told me, you do not leave your window open in the evening when you've got a light on. Insects are attracted to light. If you leave your window open at night when you've got the light on, the insects will fly into your house. And you get moths and flies and all sorts coming into your house, attracted by the light through the window. And I don't open my window much, but if you do open your window, invest in one of those insect screens that you put at the back of your window. You know, you can get a net to put at the back of your window to stop the insects flying in, because they will. Queen ants and queen cockroaches at this time of the year, they're flying about looking for somewhere to nest. And if they see a window open and there's a light, it's very, very enticing to them, and they will fly in your house and find somewhere to nest. Now, I said I have spiders in my house. I don't kill spiders. If I find one in the bath, I put it under a glass and chuck it outside. I don't kill them. If I see them scuttling across my carpet, I just leave them alone, because if a queen ant or a queen cockroach does fly in, the spiders will catch it and eat it before it's got time to nest. I know spiders eat other insects, so I don't have loads and loads of spiders in my house. I have the odd one. I know that spiders will kill these flying insects when they fly in, the queen ants and the queen wasps. So it's queen cockroaches. Again, if you do find ants, you have got ants and you have got cockroaches in your house, you need to find where the nest is. You must have a nest somewhere in your house. No use blaming the neighbours. If it is coming from the neighbours, how are they getting into your house from the neighbour's house? You must have a hole somewhere in your skirting board or in your wall where the insects are getting into your house from next door. You need to find it and block it off. So, yes. And another thing, packets. I meant to bring one to show you, but I forgot. Packets in your cupboard. You know, you have packets of flour, packets of beans, packets of lentils, packets of sugared almonds, and you leave them all open in your cupboard. The insects can get into your into the packets and eat the contents of your packets. Again, they will be more likely to nest in your house if they think there's a food source in your house. So what I do, all packets, I wrap them up at the top and just put an ordinary peg on them, an ordinary clothes peg. Wrap all your packets up and put a clothes peg on the top to stop insects getting in and feeding off your almonds and lentils and rice and stuff. A peg on the top, that stops the insects getting in. Okay, that's a lecture over. Thank you, bye.